I mean, I want it to be good. There's also crumbs all over the table. Like, there's all this stuff. You're ever gonna be like, oh no.
Hi, welcome to Night Talks. this is Joe and Lisa, and our first guest, our guest has already left.
Yep. Well, that was a good episode.
Oh, is it started?
Yes.
Oh, gee. All right, guys.
How's it going, man?
It's good to officially see you.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah, it's been a while.
In my home. Welcome.
Yeah, in your home. In your home. Can you believe it?
It's awesome. That marathon is clutch though, because you get. I mean, they have craft beer, and you get any type of selection of seltzers. Like if you walk in the beer cave, turn to the left.
Oh, I did not walk in the beer cave and switch to the left.
Yeah, you gotta walk in the cave, and behind the cave. Oh my gosh,
All the choices. I didn't know that.
It's like a treasure mine. Honestly, just selection after
Didn't do
selection.
that.
Yeah, she was. I was like,
Got
I
like.
was like, you stopping at the gas station? Yeah. I was like, pick me up something. I was like, they had nothing that I wanted.
They even have like the Sunny Delight seltzers. You ever seen those?
Yeah, dude, those are good.
Probably
Those
a
are
lot of-
dangerous. I
lot
probably
of
shouldn't be
sugar.
drinking any
Yeah.
of those.
A lot of
We, we literally, I've listened back to the video of me where I was pretty intoxicated, and listened back to it and I went, nope, can't put this one out there.
Don't post that.
Don't post that one.
Are you gonna say who our guest is?
What should I call you?
Game on.
There we go. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yep, game one. I feel like every single time we ever do this, because we did this with Jake, and he did the same thing. I feel like it's always when somebody like gets attacked on the old interwebs, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, here we are. How's it feel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
it's all good. You like I mean, I don't know. It depends on what you want to talk about, because I don't want to. You don't have to say anything that's like.
I mean, I'm an open book.
I am
dude,
too,
so
man. But how much of an open book are you? Because
I have ADHD and I'm an open book. So when we get into topics, I can go very, very deep,
ooh, okay.
and also I can say a little too much myself. So I think we're on the same wavelength there.
Yeah, probably.
When it comes to society, though, like I'm all about like positivity, spreading positivity, helping people to understand like there's people out there that are there for you, friendships, family.
Yeah, that's
Wanting people to like understand that, hey, the reason why I think I built Spaces, or why I started Bengals Daily, was because there are people that are outside the city of Cincinnati that don't have Bengals fans around them.
Yep.
And so we built a community
Yeah.
of people that can connect with one another, and
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. It's only growing.
It is. Like, I feel like if people haven't gone outside of Cincinnati to like an away game, or if they haven't gone to like another city, I don't think they've ever noticed how much like Bengal stuff there is out there.
Oh, so much, dude.
You know, like when I was like down in Nashville, right, with all the parties and things like that we threw, like that's just one of them, right? Like you can go to many places. Like I saw Houday Babies down in Tampa Bay. He's actually probably there right now doing at a Bengals event.
Yeah.
And like they're all over the place. But all it is just like a big community of people that just have something in common, right?
Yeah. And we have bars everywhere. Like we've got the bar down in Nashville, like we thought. There's one in California, in San Diego.
Yep. They're
everywhere.
they're everywhere.
Like that is so cool to me. It's sickening that there are Steelers bars here, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Because some people, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they lost touch with the Bengals and they wanted to, at that period of time, go with a more winning organization.
Yeah. Can you blame them?
But
Yeah, the misery of it all, but that's okay. We'll get there, I hope, before I die. It's not looking too promising.
We need Elizabeth.
I know.
We need Elizabeth.
Yeah, she's a good one.
She is. She says all the right things. She does.
Well, like you've had conversations with her before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we have too. We've communicated with her quite often, actually.
She's very open, honest, a fan.
Yep.
Her mother she's a terrific woman.
Yes.
Like I've met her, I've talked to her for, it was probably 2.5 to 3 minutes. She, you can tell, is a very frugal woman. And she is also a fan. Like, people don't realize she is a fan, 100%. But I think that there's stuff there that she can't, like.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's still the NFL, which is still a business. So, like, you know, you have to work in between the lines of, you know, what you're doing. So, you know, I'm sure that there's a lot of things that they would rather do, but
if they had if they had the means to do it, or if they felt that they had the budgetary aspect of it, they could accomplish it.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't want to sit here and go into all the. I mean,
well, we don't need to. But yeah, I talked to Troy too for about 10 minutes after we signed Dalton Reisner. He's a great guy too.
Yeah.
And I think they get a lot of shit from the fan base.
They do.
And I think they're actually good people.
They are. Like, they are. You know, they're great people.
You know, when you're like, oh, millionaires don't care about anything but your own pockets, it's like, no, I think they want to win. Yeah. But they're stricken by what
you got to work within your realms, right?
Like, they're somewhat tied.
Yeah, they're tied. So it's, you know, they're doing the best they can. Yeah. Who was it that thought I worked for the Bengals when we were down there at that time?
One of the senior relations people.
Was it Troy?
It might have been.
We were standing, and like the cheerleaders were standing at the thing, like getting ready to take pictures, and and Elizabeth and Katie were standing there, and a bunch of the other Bengals people were standing there, and I think it was Troy. They had walked up, and Elizabeth had just got done talking to us, and Troy walks in, he's like, "Hey man, can you stand here and take pictures?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, you want to take a picture?" And he's like, "No, like, can you like take pictures here?" And then I was like, "Do you think I work here?" And he was like, "You don't?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Oh, my bad, dude. I thought you worked here." Yeah. I was like, "Well, I would like to." And he was like, "Oh, okay."
if you have any openings, I mean, I'll take your pictures right now.
Yeah, I'll take.
What are we talking?
You paying? But yeah, no, that was funny. That was a funny one.
That was good.
He like legitimately thought I would like work there. I was like, "No, I don't work there, man." Yeah. I just been telling all your fans where to go to do things, and
it's happened at a couple of the practices also.
Yeah, it happens. Really? It happens all the time when I'm down there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you look super official, man. I mean, the cut, you know.
Well,
the
like
hair.
I think, because I work at the Red Stadium.
And then you always have a Bengals polo on.
I know.
I feel like every time I see you, you have a Bengals polo on.
I guess I look legit or something like that. I don't know.
People are like, "Oh, yeah, this guy."
I should just like try walking into the stadium one day. It's like, "How you doing? Good to be here."
Isn't that how? Somebody met Drake at the Super Bowl. They just walked right past security.
Yep.
They didn't have a ticket or anything.
Yep.
Like, just act like you belong.
Yeah, that's all you got to do, really. Mm-hmm. But like, we. I mean, I've stood out there so many times, like when the team's coming to, like going to go across the road there. Like I used to, I was so sad. Joe Mixon left. Because I used to sit there, like, he would walk out, and I would always be, like, working out and running or something like that, and just stop when they're coming by. And you're like, "Oh, man, you want to come out here on the field?" And I'm like, "You don't want this smoke, Joe?"
Oh, that's awesome.
I was so sad when they let him go because I was like, "Oh, that's my dude." But, you know, whatever. That's how the NFL works.
Yeah. It is. And this current organization, you know, with Marvin, he would keep players well beyond 30. Mm-hmm. He believed that if you still had talent, if you still put it on the field, like you were going to get paid, and you were going to be a part of the team. And Taylor has a very different mindset. Yeah. Taylor believes that once you hit that 30 mark, and it may not be inherently him, but he's basically saying he wants young and ascending talent, guys that can move fast, can do all the things, right?
Yeah.
And I think he himself believes that once you're past that age of 30, things start to dip a little bit. You start to get injuries. I mean,
for an NFL player.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, like me, I mean, I've played contact sports and I'm 36 now. So it's like, I physically feel great, but I couldn't imagine like, I've done like kickboxing, right? Yeah, so it's like, I couldn't imagine being in a fight every week and like.
Right.
I mean, it's going to beat you up,
and
right?
The other thing that you think about that that I think the public doesn't think about is the recovery.
Yeah, it's
Post
recovery.
the game, right? When you're in your 20s, it's the same thing as like going out drinking, man.
Yeah.
We go out drinking
Yeah.
one night, by 25, like, I'm good,
Yeah,
right? The next day, that hangover, it lasts about an hour, no big deal,
Whatever,
right?
yeah.
But if I go out drinking and I'm 35, man,
Oh, I'm done.
that lasts all day long. And you can't recover until you go to sleep that night.
Man, I've had
The phone calls that I have gotten.
yeah. The night of the debauchery is pretty good, but then like the next couple of days are also pretty good. You just I'm like, oh, I should have done that like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Like like it's the same thing, right?
I have
mean,
saved Joe plenty of times from embarrassing himself
Yeah. See.
There
out
you
of
go.
state.
Yeah, out of state.
When you were in your 20s, puke and rally was like the thing, man. You just keep going, you going, and
I can't.
it's all good.
I can't.
Like you were gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But in your 30s, I don't want to be a part of puke and rally.
No.
I want to be a part of a couple drinks, go to bed at a decent hour,
Oh yeah, no man.
be able to wake up the next day and have not a headache.
Yeah, I smell a beer now and I have a headache half the time. I can't do it anymore,
Yeah.
But it was whatever. At least I'm a cheap date now. I like drink a beer and I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Seltzer, I mean, those are pretty cheap compared to beers.
Yeah, and they're also pretty good. I've been seeing a lot of people drinking Blake's hard cider. Have you seen people drinking that?
I don't know
Oh,
what
just
that is.
give a shout out to them, man. If you're ever in Michigan,
Okay.
you ever go to Michigan?
Here and there, I dabble.
Okay, well, if you ever go to Michigan,
Yeah.
look up Blake's Cider Mill and go up to Blake's.
Okay.
At their entire the whole setup is pretty great.
I know the Two Hearted IPA.
Yeah,
that's
Two Hearted,
where that's
yeah.
from too, as well.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I don't drink IPAs, but my buddies do, and they I've seen that, so it's like, well, good luck. Yeah,
I got a good buddy who he went to Michigan State before he settled in Cincinnati. Him and his wife.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah, he tells me about Michigan all the time, and then of course, Jake, who's a good friend that runs the Spaces with me. He loves Michigan, so he goes up to Michigan all the time. So I hear from him, and I've been up a few times on vacation. It's not, I mean, it's an area where you definitely, like, if you haven't been, definitely vacation
It's
Yeah.
nice.
a few times.
Yeah, it is a nice date in the summertime. I don't.
The winters
It's
are
exactly
pretty.
it.
The winters are pretty.
The winters are pretty. I just,
It is cold.
it's cold. We went up there.
We went up the day after the Lions won their playoff
Oh yeah, which was funny.
2
So
years ago.
we're traveling up. Okay,
Yeah.
we get to somewhere in the middle of Ohio, and we're at a gas station, and this is like 2.5, 3 hours away from, about 2.5 hours away from Detroit. Okay, I get up to the gas pump, and I'm like standing there, and I look over, and there's like a Lions hat on a trash can, and I went, somebody had a time, dude. Yes. We went up there the day after that playoff game, and you could tell everybody was just hungover. They were just like, yeah, like we went to a restaurant, and they were like, what do you want to eat?
They
I was
Yeah.
like,
They almost put the wrong oil in your truck.
huh?
They almost put the wrong oil in your truck.
Oh yeah. I was getting the oil change the next day, and like they were like, all right, man, you will change your oil, dude. And I was like, yeah, I love coming here, man. You all are great. And they're like, all right, cool. They go to like put the oil in my truck. I was like, wait, because they were getting ready to put some like it's the wrong oil in. I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, my bad, man. I was like, oh, it's okay. You all won a playoff game.
That's
no big deal.
crazy.
And I was up there last year for their playoff game against the Commanders, and I was the bearer of bad news for them because I was like, because they were like, oh, we're going to win this game, we're going to do whatever, and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be too confident if I were you. And they were like, why? And I was like, because I watched this team beat the crap out of the Bengals. So like, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So, but it was cool. And I took her up to Detroit, and she had never been there, and like showed her a lot of the Detroit stuff that you don't ever see.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my goodness, yeah,
It was wild.
it's pretty wild."
I think the car on the side of the road underneath the interstate, like how that car got up there. I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, what
Oh
the
yeah.
heck?
This is they were partying hard. So like there's a split on 75 like this.
Yeah.
With there's a
Overpass.
like an overpass and just a spot. And this car was sitting up here behind
over the concrete.
Yeah, up over the medians and like up there just chilling. And I went, yeah, they partied.
My
They
goodness.
partied.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Detroit's a whole different
Appreciate
culture.
the Lord for saving those people.
Oh yeah, they were fine. They
I'm
obviously,
sure
they obviously wrecked it and looked at it and went, nah.
Meh.
Actually,
It's fine.
yeah, because I mean,
If you also didn't know, if you want an expedited passport, you have to drive up to Detroit.
yeah.
You have to
Well, I mean,
get it's like a quick meeting with the government, and you have to fill out this form or whatever. So I had to do I have a buddy that lives in Ottawa,
Yep.
Ohio, right? Not too far.
Okay, I'm sitting there thinking Ottawa. I'm like, oh.
No, Ottawa, Ohio. Really more Glandorf area.
Okay.
Probably don't know where that is, but it's about 2.5, maybe 3 hours up north from here.
Yeah.
But it's literally halfway from here to Detroit on a drive. So I went there, visit him and his kids, wife, and then the next day left early in the morning, went to Detroit, had all of my paperwork, got my passport expedited, was able to get it in a couple weeks in order to.
You ever been over to Canada?
Have I been to Canada? Yes, I have, for work.
Oh, so did you go like through the tunnel, over the bridge, or did you?
I had to drive a car through St. Jerome, La Pointe, Saint Maurice, and then there was Quebec City.
Yeah.
I had to drive all around there
Yeah. Wow. Dang.
for work. I was training people on, you don't want to know.
Yeah. Man, I've spent so much time in Canada. I think it's funny when people talk about, like, I have best friends that are in Canada that I haven't seen in probably 8-9 years now. But like, they live over in Windsor and like around that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was up there for a wedding recently, which was at the beginning of the year. But like, man, I just love going to Canada because like everybody there is just very nice and like
It's got like a Midwestern hospitality feel to it, but even more open, even more friendly than what we have here. When we went to, because I went to the first AFC Championship game in 21 to Kansas City.
Okay.
7.5 hour drive, grabbed 4 of my guys with me, 5 guys in one car, went all the way, 7.5 hours, got there. We go out to the clubs that night. We were at Kansas City Live. Great place, by the way. If you ever go, definitely a great place
I've seen
to
the
visit.
pictures. I have never been there.
Oh, incredible. Don't go upstairs. It's always a cover. Don't. We didn't
I'm
pay
not
a cover.
I'm not paying a cover. Come
No,
on.
I go to the free bar and dance my butt off. So we go to the bar, right? Everybody we meet are, oh, welcome to Kansas City, man. Like, this is going to be a great game. We can't wait. Dude, it's playoff patty. But I mean, we'll see. You guys got a good team.
Cool.
They were like really nice to us. They were like, enjoy the food, enjoy the barbecue,
Cool.
go to the bars, you know.
I'm glad to hear that.
But then we beat them. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sure they were happy.
We went out that night. Nobody, like, even the dive bar closed early. My buddy was like, hey, my buddy is he's a 49ers fan and they're playing the Rams right now. We should go over their place because all these guys are miserable right now. And so we went there for a little bit. But man, it was that feel, right? It was that Midwestern hospitality, and then all of a sudden after they lost, crashed and burned, they were like, man, these guys.
That's what I've heard about the Buffalo game where we won, where people were super kind, super friendly, but then after Buffalo lost, they were not very kind as well.
I wanted to go to that game really bad, the snow one.
Yeah.
God, I still regret not going to that game.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a lot of people who went to it. They were, I mean, the fans were nice at the beginning, and then once they started getting their teeth kicked in, they were not pleasant people after that point.
Yeah.
I mean, Bengals fans just fight with Bengals fans. So.
We are obnoxious. You know, Zach Taylor himself said it best, right? Drink one more before you go into the game, right? Do everything in your power to make sure that you're loud and you're proud. And that 21-22 season, the travel That was incredible.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you would hear it on the television wherever we would go. You would hear Houday chants in the
Yeah.
stands.
Mhm.
We won like what 12 games, 13 games in a row that were like, well, we didn't get to play the Buffalo game, but yeah, like you could hear it through the television wherever they went. We
Yeah.
traveled so well in
Yeah.
those 2 years.
Yeah, that was
Just even the energy of the Bills game that didn't get played. Just the energy that was in the city that day was
Oh yeah.
just immaculate
Yeah.
before it shifted.
I went to the Tampa Bay game.
Yeah.
To the Joe Burrow Tom Brady game.
no way.
And like
dude.
I remember
That's the greatest game.
that was
The
a
greatest.
game. That was a game.
Man, if this defense could be like that
Oh.
just one time. Just
Man,
once.
we were sitting there, and I could like at the towards the end they were everybody was yelling Houday, and I was like, I wonder if they can hear this on television because like this is pretty loud, and they could. So I was like, wow, like, and it was pretty cool being there. Like I got to see Tom Brady play. Like,
I mean, yeah.
yeah, like,
He didn't have his greatest game, but just to see Tom Brady play
Yeah, like,
is something to
right. I was like,
get excited about, to be beholden, about.
right. I was like,
So-
there it is, man. I'm seeing NFL greatness. There
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And then the way the Bengals played that game, and they came back and won, and that was just unbelievable. I mean, like I was like, well, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be
The
here.
first half, what were we down, like 17-0 at
It was
halftime?
like
or
17 to something. and I was
17-3.
well-
it was really not looking good. It was 17-3, I think.
Yeah, 17-3. And I was sitting there and I was like, well, it was a fun trip. It was whatever.
I mean, at the end of the day, you go for the food, you go for the
Yeah.
places elsewhere too. It's not just the game.
Yeah, no, I had
That's what I was thinking about Kansas City. I was like, we're driving 7.5 hours to and 7.5 hours from. If we don't win this game, what
know,
are we
I know.
like? How are we gonna feel?
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be a long car ride.
like if the Bengals ever play in Tampa, like I highly recommend people going to that game because like there's so many places you can stay at around that area.
Right.
I tend to stay at Anna Maria Island, which is about 45-50 minutes from there.
Nice.
And man, it's just a nice area of like Florida, right? It's not,
Yeah. Florida has a lot of, but that's like one of their more populated areas, like that, and then Daytona Beach also too as well.
mhm.
I mean, yeah, those two places are awesome.
Yeah. The bridge over there that goes over the bay.
Yeah.
Man, you don't realize how tall that bridge is until you get up on top of it, and you're like, "Whoa, this is up here!" This is up here. But for engineers, like, whoo,
Yeah.
wow. But yeah, no, that's I'm trying to see. I've been. Obviously, I was in all the Nashville games when they were. I felt like they played there every other game. It was like, yep, Bengals are in town again. Here we go. But yeah, no, it's cool to get outside of the city and like see how other fan bases are, or see like how other cities are when they interact with the team and stuff like that. And then like Lisa said, you're at a Bengals game and the treatment from the other fans, but it's okay.
You get called a piece of shit, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're not subjected to Twitter, right, and you're just a fan, like say you're just a fan and you're off Twitter, you're having a good time,
Yep.
no matter what,
Yep.
right? You go to the game to have a good time.
Yep. Yep.
Once you enter the Twitter sphere,
Mm-hmm.
that's when there is that sense of not only you, but there's also a sense of what people think of you, right?
Right. Which is
And so then there becomes either acceptance or criticism based off of you being at that game, maybe what you say.
yeah, no, it's wild.
Yeah.
Or
It's
what
wild.
you wear.
Like I'll give you an example. I was drunk, okay,
No way.
at the game against the Jets. All right. And
Yeah.
I didn't have my liter of water yet. I was drinking my liter of water. And I saw the Cam Scattaboo tore his ACL or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he went to the locker room. And my initial reaction was like, my fantasy team is down super bad. And you cannot tweet that,
I
right?
get- why
you
not?
can't, like, listen, I love Cam Scatterby.
Yeah.
Like to the moon and back. Like the dude plays with a lot of toughness. He's a lot of fun. Like obviously, if I was sober, I would have said prayers up for Scatterby that he returns to the field, soon and all that. But because I was wasted, I was like, damn, pour one out for my fantasy team. And one of the people reached out to me and they were like, "This is, don't be like this guy."
This. It's like it's like if I was sitting at a bar with you and we're sitting there watching the same thing, odds are you're probably gonna let's say the roles were reversed. Odds are you're gonna be like, fantasy team screwed.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's where it's like the text that people offer on Twitter does not give the context that you get in Spaces.
No.
If we have a conversation in Spaces,
yeah,
it's easy to understand my full point and where I'm coming from.
All right.
Everything behind it. That's why I love it. Honestly, when we used to go out in college, I'd pick up the phone, call people all the time. I would not do text. I hate texting.
Yeah, I hate texting. Like people text me nowadays, and I'm just like,
call me.
It's
if
funny.
we're going out, I make 15 phone calls in a matter of 5 minutes. Oh yeah, we're going out? Okay, let's go.
I don't know who took the picture of you on the phone on the bridge, but I'm so thankful that picture exists, dude. I laugh at
Shout out JC.
I see it, and I laugh so hard every time. I'm just like, oh, there it is again. Dude, most hysterical picture I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it looks like you're just like, ah.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to give people the play-by-play of what's happening on the field, on the midfield and in the far field.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
yeah,
and I also have my binoculars there.
Dang, he's in it.
I was locked in.
He's in it.
Give me a job, Troy.
Right? Yeah, I feel so. Man, if you ever watch a game with me, it's so funny because I'll sit there and I'll just call out oh my God, throw it the T here.
Yeah.
Before the play even happens. And it's just looking at it and it's throw it there. And 9 times out of 10, it's a shot to them and it's there it is. Or I'll be T. Higgins or here comes Jamar Chase or this is a run, right? It's you all are able to do this too, right? you all can do this too. But when somebody comes at the whole fantasy football thing or whatever, it's I do have an understanding of football. It's you can look at It's
but there's a human aspect to these players,
right?
And then there's also the betting aspect, which is your own personal. And it's in life, it's kind of weird, right? Mm-hmm. In life, you see somebody has passed through the news, and you don't people don't typically say prayers.
No.
But if it's somebody that of course you're saying a prayer.
Right.
Of course you're downtrodden. Of course all of that, right?
Yeah.
So I think but that human element to me should exist everywhere.
It should.
You should honestly pray for those individuals that pass that you hear about on the 2 people shot and killed in whatever, You should be praying for those individuals.
You should.
But we as a society, we disconnect that from who we know, and we only pray for those we know, not those. Well, I shouldn't say all of us. I can't put everybody in a bucket. Yeah. But we tend to, as a society, not look outward to those other individuals, and we should.
Yeah, we should. I mean, we're all human, right? Even the multimillionaires running around on the football field, they're all human.
Yeah, and they've taken a risk too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, because I've said this on here, because people, this is a normal conversation, right?
Yeah.
We do, the way we do this podcast. Sometimes we'll be sitting there all right, we're gonna do it like this, and different techniques and speaking and doing different things. It's not just general conversation.
Yeah.
But it's funny because a lot of times when we do these, sometimes I'll go real hard on stuff and just start spitting fire, right?
Yeah.
And I was saying the other day, I was man, I would love to have Joe Burrow on here because and I was man, people don't like what I say sometimes, but then Joe Burrow says the same thing. Come on,
I think people. So because he's so polarizing of a figure,
Yeah.
I think people pay great attention to what he has to say on really important topics.
Yep.
And then if he starts talking about fossils or whatever, they're just like, the guy's a goofball.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like it's like why don't? I guess it's just a way of thinking, but it's like, hey, like you have somebody talking about something that like is an interesting subject.
Yeah.
Why don't you formulate your thoughts on the interesting subject and be like, well, this is what I think. You know?
I mean, if we could take it there, like the, NFL and the whole, racial discrimination stuff that was going on, like he spoke up about that.
Yeah, he did.
And he had a very favorable opinion, through society. And I think, people propped him up, like that's one of the reasons, like, it's not like LeBron James where he's kind of like wish-washy, like he can be right on some stuff and wrong on others.
Yeah.
But I think that's why people gravitate towards him outside of the Bengals fan base. They appreciate Joe Burrow because of a lot of the opinions that he has on society. I think ultimately at the end of the day, I think his way of thinking about things is just trying to be a good person and trying to be helpful.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Shining light on something.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I know he does quantum physics. And I'm just like, hey, dude.
he knows a heck of a lot about samurai swords, apparently.
Apparently they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would like to see one that he.
Yeah.
Got from,
Like the engravings, like what do they mean?
Yeah. Like
That
it
would
was
be-
like legit. Like
That would be sick. One of the things I tell people, I'm like, Burrow loves fossils so much. If Burrow ends his career in Cincinnati at like the age of 40, 45, let's knock on wood on that.
yeah.
Do you think maybe he would purchase the Cincinnati Museum Center and just like completely like take all of the fossils that he has accumulated over a period of time and then just like build that thing up even bigger than what it currently already is?
I would like to know what his collection is. It's like, what do you have collected that like you have, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be interesting. Like you have guys that have cars, guys that have
Right.
No, here's my T-Rex.
Yeah. Well, because he tried to buy the Batmobile and then he had to give it back because of
He
the
had to give
whole.
it back?
Yeah, he gave it back
Yeah.
because he got robbed.
Oh,
He didn't
Yeah.
want, and then he moved to Northern Ohio.
dang it.
Oh.
Well, his fortress of solitude is in Northern Ohio. I think he has a place
I
that's
think
close.
does he still have that house or did he sell the house?
The house that he was living in, I believe he moved away from.
Gotcha.
The one next to
The one that's in the filming of Quarterback. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Dang it.
yeah,
As a car guy, that hurts my feelings.
yeah. But he took a lot of that stuff with him, though.
Yeah.
I think he did. Because the one that he's at now, I mean, if he's going to that one on the weekends, I mean, that one's massive. So,
Yeah.
but it's out in the middle of nowhere,
Well, yeah.
You're not gonna have people like rob your house, if they have to drive 2.5, 3 hours from Cincinnati.
Yeah. Well, they were. I don't think those guys weren't Cincinnati people. They were just passerbys. But,
Oh yeah. It's
they
true.
Yeah, they were not native to the United States.
Yeah. No, they weren't. No. Because I feel like if they were, they would have known better than to do that.
Right.
Correct. But we have to be careful how we word things.
I know, because we have to be.
Talk to me about the Zin, man. I've been seeing that a lot. I think Garrison's on it right now. I think a couple others.
So this is what I think about Zins, because this I've never done anything like this.
Yeah.
I don't smoke cigarettes or anything. I do smoke cigars every once in a while, like if the Bengals win a big game or something like that.
Yeah.
I, do well in something, or my horse wins at Churchill. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm doing like my own self-experiment on like what do they do.
Yeah.
I will say this: they definitely increase your cognitive abilities.
Okay.
Um,
So it's like the same. It could be the same effects as weed from a post high experience versus a normal, because so for example, and maybe this is just my personal experience.
yeah.
But my older brother is very anxietal.
Yep.
And he'll smoke weed, and then after that, he's very
Chill.
calm,
Yep.
cool, collected, but he's also a great processor of information. Like
Yep.
he'll start on great conversation.
Yep. I can't. I could pee in a cup right now and pass. So like, but well,
Hang on, just 1 second. I'm gonna check on those kids. That not everybody's perfect in society,
no,
right?
No,
Like
no.
we're all
Nobody's.
like for what we believe, and I don't know if you believe it, but Christianity, right? We're all born with original sin, so we're all going to sin.
Right. Yeah.
At the end of the day,
you're never going to be perfect. Nobody's ever perfect.
everybody's opinion is going to be different. Some people will tune to the beat of their own drum. Other people will follow others. That's how opinions get formed. That's how conversations happen, and that's how decisions get made at the end of the day.
Yeah. I'm the kind of person that's like, I want to think about a subject and formulate my own opinion kind of thing. But
absolutely.
Like, there's people that I guess just listen to other people and formulate your opinion that way. So, which
It's fine if you want to be blind.
yeah, it's kind of a blind way to go. Not thinking for yourself.
I
But
think people genuinely, though, I think that they're all trying to do the right thing, but
yeah,
our version of the right thing is not all the same.
no,
And that's where we land in different buckets in society,
yeah,
because people have different societal views depending on how they see the world.
yes, they do.
And that's what makes free will a beautiful gift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's free will, right?
I mean,
So,
it's great to live in America where you can have an opinion that, you could either be my best friend or you could be a jerk. So, like,
I thought I was seeing ghosts for a second. Is that an animal? Okay.
that is an animal. I do have 4 of those. So,
Cats?
yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. Cool. But yeah, no, like, I wouldn't say this is on weed stand. I mean, like, you definitely will get a good solid buzz off of these if you do them for the first time.
Yeah.
But no, I've been doing this because I wanted to see what it will do. I wouldn't recommend this for women to do because it's,
Pregnancy stuff.
well, yeah, I'm not a woman, so I don't know how that goes. For a male, I've noticed that it increases your testosterone levels, helps your cognitive abilities.
Nice.
I'm trying to figure out what the downsides of it is. I think the downsides of it I think it can raise up your blood pressure if you're overdoing it. Maybe cause some like heart things, but I don't know. I haven't. I'm still doing my extensive research, so it's like seeing what it does.
Right. That's cool, then.
Yeah, but man, ever since I've only been doing these for about a year, and I like work with like mental heavy stuff. So like it's like doing this is just ready to go, laser
Excellent.
focus, right?
I found it's a type of gum that it has caffeine in it, so you don't need to drink coffee, and it's environmentally safe. Not going to harm you from a.
Yeah, it's like I don't know about caffeine. I mean, I know I just caffeine, but like,
Yeah. Well, because for me, I feel like when I get caffeine in me, that's when I I am so spot on with everything that I'm saying.
It's like a fine line, because if you get too much, then your brain goes too fast, and you're
Well, luckily for me, I only weigh 150 pounds, so
Yeah,
6 to 8 ounces of coffee or one piece of chewing gum that has like a very small margin of milligram of caffeine in it.
yeah.
Doing a dance for us. Okay, can we turn the water off?
Yes.
It is? Okay.
This is fun.
Where's Ryan?
Well, he said he got my pajamas that he was wearing.
All right. All right, sounds good. Change his clothes, sounds good.
Man, see, this is where I like doing this, because this is real. We've had interactions with homeless people on here. We've had interactions with
Just people walking by.
talking to them. It's fun to do this. I took this homeless guy. I was down in Nashville. I was getting ready to go. I was I was living. So I went down to my favorite steak place in Nashville, and this homeless guy was outside of it, and he was like, "Hey, man," instead of like asking me for money or anything, he's like, well, he did ask me for money, but he was like, "Hey, can I get some money to do my laundry?" And I went, "Oh, well, that's truth and honesty."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, I'm getting ready to go get me a dinner. You want to come in here and eat with me?" And he was like, "In here?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." And this is like a very nice steak restaurant. So like we went and sat at the bar, and like you could tell that all the like people were kind of annoyed that I brought this guy in there. But by the end of it, they all were like, "Oh, this is cool." But yeah, like interested with that. I was driving around in my Tesla with him, and he was just like, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever done." Like we were cruising and jamming. Yeah. So like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So like, the interactions we've had.
See, like that's like that example right there is like why I would say you're a really good person.
Well, thank you. I
and
appreciate it.
why I appreciate the actions that you take in life.
Yeah. No.
I'll give you a story. I was at Kroger with a friend back in college. I was 21, so it would have been like 11, maybe 10. And there was a man that came up to my window of my car. I was kind of startled a little bit, right? And he knocked on the window, and I rolled down my window. And I'm a person that like, maybe I trust a little too much. Maybe that's an issue. But sorry, this is snack teeth in bedtime. They just got teeth done, so we're good.
I should set alarms for myself that way.
And so he comes up to the window. He knocks on it, and I roll the window down. My buddy's like, "Let's get out of here, man. Like, this is not good. Let's get out of here." Man doesn't have any shoes on. He's like this. He can't speak.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have speech. He's got no shoes on. He's trying to tell me something. So I have a notepad because I'm in college. Everybody carries notepads in their car when they're in college. Well, I mean, at that point.
Yeah.
So I give it to him. He writes down. He's like, "Can you drive me up the street to my house? It's really hot outside." It was like 92 degrees outside, and he has no shoes on. He has no socks on.
Yeah.
So I felt for him. Got him in the car. I told my buddy, I said, "We're going to drive this man to his place, and we're going to do this. It's not that far away." He gave me the address, literally 4 minutes, right behind Ann Weigel. So not too far. But we were at the Mount Scary Kroger right there. So you get a lot of different
you never know what you're going to get.
People there. But so we drove him, right? And on the car ride there, he's like showing me pictures. He was a pastor at one point.
Yeah.
Don't know how that happened or, how that worked. But a man of Christ.
Yep.
He had pictures with him and a bunch of kids. And like he wrote me notes basically saying like, here's my nephews, here's my children, and big family. And just a guy that I don't know what was the situation. Maybe nobody's around, maybe there was stuff, but I wanted to help him in that moment. And once he got out of the car, he thanked me, he went on his way, and that was it.
Yeah, like that's like a solid like moment in life where you can like, oh, we did this, right?
Nobody would ever forget that moment though, right? Of a man with no shoes
I don't know if
comes up to you, knocks on your door. Do you open the car? Do you roll the window down? Do you talk to him? Some people wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, here you go. So I don't think I've ever said this one on this podcast. So
great.
Me and my friends were down at the Kentucky Derby a while back. My best friend from Michigan.
Yeah.
We drove down. We were pretty wild. We drove down and we drove to Hofbrauhaus was our first stop.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much lived at that place a long time ago. So we walked in and I knew the bartender. I was like, "Hey, do you care if we change in here? Because I think we're gonna go to the Bengals game if we can find a ticket." And they're like, "Yeah." So we like get online. Yep, found one. We go change in the bathroom, come back out. We drink a few beers. We ride a bike over to the Bengals game. It was a Thursday night game.
Yeah.
And the Bengals were playing the Ravens, and they killed the Ravens that day. And
Was
then,
that the 34-17, AJ
Yeah.
Green 3 touchdowns?
yeah, I think so.
I was at that game.
Yeah. And so we get done watching the game. And me and my buddy, we partied pretty hard back in the day. So like we're pretty much feeling it.
Yeah.
Next day we drive down to Louisville, hang out with my friends down there from college.
Yeah.
So we went out on like 4th Street Live and did all that down
Oh,
there.
yeah, dude.
4 a.m, like
Great time.
just the whole
Great
time.
yeah.
Took about a 2-hour nap. Woke up in the morning and we're like, all right, let's go to the Derby. So
Awesome.
we get to the Derby and it's that was the one where it like monsoon rained the entire time.
Really? Oh yeah. I do remember this.
Which
one.
was fun because it's raining and whatever. I think to everybody at the Kentucky Derby they hated it, but for us coming
Right.
from Michigan, it was like a summer day. Like, oh, it's so warm out,
Right.
And we were in the infield, where the party is, and since it was raining and they have big bathrooms in the infield, we went into the bathrooms. We ended up talking to people to like come in there and sell drinks, and there's guys, girls, all in this bathroom. We're all just partying in a bathroom, like don't really care.
Nice.
And right before the race started, ran out, watched the race, whatever. And so on the other end of this, right? So like we get done, and me and my buddies are walking. It's me, my friend from Michigan, and my other buddy from college. We're walking, and Ubers were like $300 and something, and I was like, absolutely not, dude, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Let's just walk.
You walked.
Let's just walk
Wow.
away from Churchill Downs, and we'll just get a little further away.
There's like nothing there.
Oh, there's something there. We didn't realize that it was, we'll just say a little bit ghetto around there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so we're walking,
Yeah.
right? And we're white individuals walking in a very ghetto place. And there's a black guy, and he's carrying groceries in, and like this guy's like, he looks pretty, like, I'm like, oh crap, here we go. And I was like, you know what? I'm drunk enough. I looked at this guy and went, hey man, we're trying to get back home. Can you give us a ride? And he looks at us, he has these groceries, and he looks, he's like, yeah, give me a minute. And I'm like, my other buddy's like, are we doing this? We're gonna die. I'm like, we'll be fine, dude, we'll be fine. We get in this guy's car, and my friends are in the back. I'm sitting in the front, and they're just like sitting back there, like they're freaking out. They're like, we're dead. So we're driving, and he pulls into a gas station. He looks at me, he's like, put 15 in it right now, boy. And I was like, okay. I ran inside. I was like, here's $20 on that one. Hurry up.
Yeah.
So put 20 in there. He's like, all right. Go out of the gas station. He goes over to a drive-through liquor store. Pulls up the window, and his buddy's like, what's up, dude? What are you doing? And he's like, yo, give me my drink. And I was like, oh, okay. So like he gets he gives him a cup of the good ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that Frisch's ice.
Yeah. Crushed ice.
Hands him a pint of bourbon and a Coke. And so he drives forward, takes the pint, and starts pouring the bourbon in there. The whole thing.
Yeah.
And he takes some Coke and he's like, all right, where are we going? And starts drinking. And I'm like, oh, we might actually die. We might die. He ends up driving us all the way back to my buddy's house.
Really?
He actually was like, oh yeah, there's my rental property. Yeah, man, here y'all go. Yeah, you all have a good one. Yeah, take it easy.
That's so cool.
Right, so it's like, dude, it's like you never know, right? It's like,
You
At
never know what you're entertaining.
Right.
yeah, right. Like you never know.
And that's where I feel like sometimes, like, the Lord has a shield around you.
Yeah,
To where He's not going to introduce you to the wrong person in your life. If you, and maybe this isn't the right way to say it, but if you've done all the right things in life, typically you're a protected person.
Yeah, typically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in both of our scenarios, like, could it have gone bad?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, it could have gone bad. But it takes a leap of faith to be able to do that, to have trust in somebody that you don't know. And then at the end of the day, for them to come through for you, gives you a sense of humanity.
Yeah, right.
Right? Restores kind of your faith in society.
Yes.
Like, it's not all bad. There are individuals over here that are in Westwood, that are, down the street, Queen City Ave, that are just hardworking individuals.
Yeah.
That they're not causing crime or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They might be out late hours, but it's because they go to their job during the day and they have to walk to the grocery store and then come home.
Yeah.
Like, there are people out there that are good people
Yes, there
that
are.
just have low income.
Yes.
And because they have low income, because they're out without a car, because all of these things, people look down on them.
Yeah.
When they should really take that leap of faith. Be
You're right.
trusting.
Right.
And if you've done good things in life and you've been a good person, you can kind of tell if there's something off with a person or not.
Right. Yeah. Typically you can.
Yeah.
Sometimes people hide it, but typically you can.
Yeah.
But at the same extent, if you know people who do have money or are wealthy, that does not give you a pass on anything either. I mean, like,
Oh, wealth doesn't bring happiness at all.
no. Well, I said this. Money absolutely does buy you happiness, but it will never make you content.
Would you rather, I asked this on the space the other day, would you rather make $1 million a year at a job that you're absolutely miserable at, or do what you want to do in life, what your passion is, for very little? Pick.
It's funny you're asking me this question because of my spot in life I'm in right now. So I've done both.
Yeah.
I will say this. When I was extremely wealthy and really doing well in life, it's a very empty feeling.
Yeah.
It's a very empty feeling because
Yeah.
you can have all the money you want, but if you don't have the things that actually fulfill you,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter whatsoever. Like, you can have all the cars you want. You can have somebody in your life that you want. You can have all those things, but if you don't appreciate what you have,
Yeah.
then you're just empty. It's just empty. And at the same stint, I've also been very broke and having struggles in life.
Yeah.
But that has also given me the freedom to do whatever I want.
Yeah. Very freeing.
Very freeing. And like, you you may not be able to do like all the cool stuff you can do when you have money and all that, but that just really it gives you an indication of who your character is. And like, because I mean, if you talk to like, we're up here in your neck of the woods, dude. If you knew where I was living at, you'd be like, holy crap. But like, I live in just somebody the other day called me, I'm like a Lifetime Hallmark movie character, because like I live in a little town of like 20, 30 people.
Nice.
And they all think I'm very wealthy and well off. And and none of them really know what I'm going through. Some of them do now, but like, they're like,
Everybody's going through something.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, so back to the question, right? $1 million a year, but absolutely miserable. Hate your life. Your mentals start to set in. You're not going to be a happy person. Even though you're making $1 million a year, long nights, maybe, at your job, no relationships. At this job that you're making very little, you've got relationships. You've got people around you. You have a great support system. Who cares if the money is little? At the end of the day, your happiness is the most important thing. Your mental is the most important thing. And that's what people need to understand. Money doesn't buy you happiness.
No.
What buys you happiness is your own dream and what you love to do.
Yep.
And going out and doing that.
Right. Now, I wouldn't want anybody to be in my position. but like you were just saying, right? Like, I mean, like, I've been at the top of the mountain. I've been down in the grand valley of valleys.
Yeah.
But this is where we've said this before. Like, money will not buy you character or integrity.
Correct.
It just amplifies it. That's all it does.
Right.
And if you have a poor character and poor feel of integrity, no matter how much money you got, it doesn't really matter, because you're just. I mean, if you I mean, the best people I have talked to are people who are not wealthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that doesn't say everybody that's wealthy is not a good person, but like the worst people I've encountered are very wealthy human beings, and it's like,
Yeah.
why are you like this, man? Because like you have life made, like you should be happy. You've won. You've
Right.
won. Why? And it's just, it seems like they're just miserable, and it's like, come on, man. Enjoy your life and what you have, and be blessed. Like,
My best friend has 3 children, and one of them is in school. The other 2 are not quite in school yet, right? They do, well, I should say they do homeschooling too. He used to work for steel door frame business, making great money. And then he was a lean tech. And he did like a lot of lean stuff around facilities, and he was making great money doing it, but it wasn't truly what he wanted to do, because 8 to 5 every single day, and then he had to work on Sundays too, the additional day, and that was time away from his children. So what did he do? He got out of that, and he became a door dasher, making less than that by about 20, 30K. He put a TV in the car. He put the children in the car with him. And during the summertime, he spent every single day with his children working and being able to have more time with them.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't have kids, so like I don't have to deal with that. But I mean, like if I did, you know, like my last job, I was traveling the United States pretty much for most of this year, and for myself, it's nice because I could go and like venture out and like see cool things and do cool things and all that stuff like that. But like, I did all that with myself, so like, I didn't get to share that with anybody, right? Like all the cool stuff I got to do and cool things I got to see, like, you know, birthing cows on the side of the interstate and
It's cool, man.
driving down cool places and doing a bunch of cool stuff. But like, aside from taking pictures and calling Lisa on the phone, like, you will not believe what I just did. Like, you know, no one's going to know, right? So it's like, you know, that I think that's a good, like having a good understanding of like life. Like I said, like you can, a lot of the miserable people you meet have a lot of money, but they don't have anything fulfilling them in life that they need. And I'm not.
I mean, think about it. Like people at the top of the top, they have a wife, but they probably have a mistress. Too, as well. I mean, the wealth of the wealth. You know what I mean? Like, dude, once you start getting into that area, now you're starting to talk about there's potential evil. There's evil afoot, right? There's potentially like bad things around them, right? So you've probably got a wife. You probably got a mistress. You're probably spending your money out at a place that you shouldn't be spending your money at. You're probably like, well, money's, you know, not a really big deal. So, you know, the children's funds and all of that, they kind of go by the wayside because you're
right and
focused on you as a person with wealth versus the family aspect.
Yes. And like, I've been in both realms. So I will tell you, I definitely did some more shoddy things when I was very wealthy. So like, you know, it's like, but like, and the thing about it is like, you know, if life decides that it's going to take that away. When you look back at the things you did, there's just a lot of regret, right? It's like
really true.
It's like, man,
really true.
It's like, man, I wish instead of doing the things I did, I wish I had just decided just to do this. Right?
And I always feel like when you make one of those decisions, like this is where the good person in life, when I talk about like being a good person in life and showing Christ's love to others and, you know, being about who you are, right? Good things will happen for you. When you start to get into that area of temptation where now you're not doing those things right, bad things start to happen. And you notice them. And you're telling yourself, get back on track, get back on track, get back on track. Have I fallen off too far? Am I not savable? Can I not get back to that point to where now I'm in the good grace of God and
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it is-
myself, my own personal self-worth,
Yes.
what I think of myself.
Yes.
That's the most important thing in life. You have to believe that you're a good person in order to be happy.
Yes. Yes,
You
do.
you truly do.
You do. And like, you're never too far gone. The good Lord is forgiving.
100%.
I mean, but you do definitely need to get back on track, right? It's not like you can continue to do the things that you're doing,
Correct.
you know, and
Correct.
like, you know, and be like, oh, it's okay, because eventually money won't save you every time,
Correct.
right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like, you know, I mean, like, it just won't. So like, and even if it was to save you, you're still putting that karma on yourself. So like,
Yeah.
you know, and it's not like I was a bad person when I was doing all these things, but temptation and the things that you do, right? Like, it tends to lead you down a spot where you're like, I wouldn't do this normally,
But
yeah,
yeah.
I have the ability. So like, you know, it's not.
But that's I mean, at the end of the day, that's your decision.
Yeah.
Whether
yeah,
you want to be that person or you don't want to be that person. Everybody, every single day has the ability to choose what they want to be in life.
Yes, they do.
You don't have to succumb to ilk and continue to live in it and thrive in it and be filthy.
Mm-hmm.
You can go towards greener pastures
Yes, you can.
and great things and, you know, be able to live freely
Yes.
without thinking about the bad.
Yes. Yeah. And like I think a lot of people get stuck in the part where they're like, well, this is fun.
Yeah.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Is it fun?
I think to an extent, some people, like, if we're talking about potentially, like for an example, if we're talking about like outside of marriage, you know, like we were talking about earlier, I think it was before the pod, but when we were talking about earlier, but like outside of marriage, people doing stuff together, it may seem fun, but the guilt that you carry with you
Yes, the guilt
will crush you
It will.
at the end of the day.
It will.
It will make you feel very, very small,
Yes.
like you can't recover. You can't reconcile. You can't be the person that you were prior to that moment of you making that decision.
Yep.
It could also affect the people around you.
Absolutely. Your environment is affected by the decisions that you make.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
I mean, hurting other people is never a good plan. And I'm not talking like physically hurting them, like
emotionally.
Emotionally hurting someone is never a good idea, because when you do that, you're inviting just badness.
Yeah.
Because it will come back to you. Like,
Right.
And I'm not saying that like damning anybody. I'm saying that from personal experience. Like, don't do it. Like, just don't do it, man.
I think whatever you've been through and your experience that you've had in your past, it feels like you're a changed man and you've gone through all of these things and you've seen it, you've done it, but you've not only you've apologized to yourself,
Yeah, there you go.
you've reconciled with yourself,
Yeah.
but you've also reconciled maybe with others around you and with the Lord. And that's the most important
That
thing
is.
when you do something wrong. You can't change what you did.
Nope.
You can't change it. It is set in stone.
Yep.
It's there forever.
Yep.
But what you can do is you can take the proper steps in order to move forward and to at least salvage relationships around and or how you look at yourself as a person and get back to being the best version of yourself.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I've made quite a few phone calls in the past couple of years of apologizing to some women out there, and like, you know, and even like, even not just the women I dated, also their parents and things like that, right? Like, I am, you know,
Yeah.
and I mean, like, you know, we were talking about like money and stuff like that. Right? Like, I've been in some realms of very wealthy humans and
Yeah.
the things that go around with that and stuff like that. And like, yeah, it's fun, but the repercussions isn't like your physical world all the time. Sometimes it's like your inner being, right? Like, because when you have to go to the part where you have to like reconcile and apologize to yourself, I mean, it's tough. I mean, like it's
really is
looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, this is the kind of person you are.
Yep.
Like, you may not think this of yourself.
But you know what? At the end of the day, from personal experience, when somebody screws up and you love them and you have unconditional love for them, forgive them immediately.
Yep.
Do it.
Yep. Well, like,
They will not feel they are worthy of your forgiveness.
no, they won't.
But what would Christ do?
I know.
He would forgive.
Brother, man, I don't talk about some people on here because it's my personal stuff. Like,
Yeah.
people that have hurt me tremendously in life, like recently or like a year ago, you know, like it's kind of like you're like looking at it and you're like, you know, I see why you made the decisions you made that hurt me. So I understand you.
Right.
And I may not agree with what you did, but I'm going to give you forgiveness here because it's also a version of forgiving yourself. But like, you know, it's like, I'm going to forgive you here.
All right. Make sure that you get off of him too. It's like suffocating him.
I was like, that's an interesting noise.
Yeah, he's laughing because she's got him on her. She's like chest over top of face. He's laughing underneath.
Yeah, man.
She only weighs like 6 more pounds than him. So they're very equal in size, but he's 3 years younger than her. 2.5, 3 years younger. Than
You
her.
only got about 2 more years. Then he's gonna reverse all this.
Yeah, that kid, 3 years old.
Oh wow, really?
He could be an offensive lineman.
Yeah, dude.
He's
I mean,
big,
dang.
big kid, right?
Yeah.
You look at him, you're like 4, 5.
That's what I was thinking.
She's 6,
Oh wow.
and
Dang.
just to give you an idea, she's 50 pounds. He's like I think 44 pounds. So
Wow.
he's right there.
All right, Bengals, sign him up, man.
He's
Sign him
thick
up.
boy, no doubt. We may get a thick 6 someday.
There you
I
go.
mean, that's the
there you
goal,
go.
right?
That is the goal. Is that the goal? Yeah, man. I don't know, but it's just life has a way of teaching you, and you know, when you, like I said, you can still be a good person, right?
Yeah.
Like you can still be a good person. It's just your actions and things like that,
Yeah.
right? Like actions always speak louder than words, even if your
Yeah.
intentions are good.
Yeah. Can I give you a piece of advice? I don't think I've ever said this.
Go ahead,
but
dude. I want to hear it.
I think it's very profound.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with people that have different opinions.
Yeah, you should. You should.
A bunch of diversity.
Dude, I live in the country.
No matter whether you're whatever you
don't believe
identify as, if you identify as a Christian, a Muslim, if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, give perspective.
Yeah, you should.
It will only help you.
Yes, I agree.
And it will only help you to see all of the atrocities within society that exist that shouldn't. Because if people just talked
Oh, I know.
and had
Well,
just had a conversation,
yeah.
things would be so much different in how people think
I know.
with one another.
Well, like this, we don't ever talk really about politics, but like we've said this on here before. It's like if you all would have a conversation with each other, even if your opinions are different, even if whatever.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's the same. We all don't like the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just that we have a other way of getting there. It's
Yeah.
like there's just 2 different routes, but we all don't like the same thing. So it's like
Yeah.
instead of hating somebody because they have a different.
One of you's taking 71 to get to the Bengals Stadium. One of you's taking 75 to get to the Bengals Stadium.
Right, like
Right.
if you have a conversation and realize like, oh, we both don't like the same things.
Right.
It's just that you have this way of getting there and the other people have this way of getting there.
Just the respect at the end of the day is the most
yeah.
important.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like having respect for each other.
You know what I loved? This is political. Don't kill me for saying
No,
this.
that's good.
I loved the J.D. Vance, Tim Walz back and forth when they did the debate, because so many times they talked about the exact same thing and agreed with each other.
Yeah.
They agreed with each other.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like
So if they can do it, and there's hard lines where everybody's like, hey, I won't go, that's okay.
You have to be firm in your boundary and not be wishy-washy.
Yeah. That's okay. If you feel very strongly about something, feel very strongly about it.
then
I can't judge you.
no,
Respect
right,
that
right.
person's boundaries.
This is where we fall short as Christians sometimes.
Yeah.
We can't judge.
Nope.
We gotta love.
We get a spirit of offense over us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, you can have your opinions and you can have all of that, but if you don't have mutual respect for each other when you're having a conversation and being like, well, this is how you think and this is how you think,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean either one of you is right or wrong. It's just like, this is how I think about life, this is how I think about life. At the end of the day, it should be, what is the betterment for mankind here, right? Like, it's like human decency.
That's where I think, some of those shows, they miss the point when they bring on people of, like, it's always gotcha, right? You're just trying to get them. You want them to take that hard line position, and you want you to be able to say, well, I don't support that hard line position, and to get people to follow you and show them how hard line they are in their thought and their view. But at the end of the day, if you didn't invite that person, if you invited somebody that had a hard line but still respected how you felt,
Right.
then we could come together as a society in those views, and people would be okay with some of the stuff versus not liking each other altogether.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of just like understanding somebody, and like, not everybody has the same story, not everybody has the same upbringing, not everybody has the same things that have happened to them, to where it's like, this is my train of thought here. And if you don't have that kind of understanding, it's like you're not understanding even what your opinion is, because it's like you're not taking into account how somebody on the other end of things may think, right? Like, I mean, like, it doesn't, you're not taking the big picture in, right? And like, in like engineering, right? Like, when I root cause analysis and do things like that and look at a problem that I'm having, I don't just like look at the problem and be like, okay, there it is. Look at the big picture of like what's going on that could cause all of this to happen, right? And just taking it all in and being like, all right, this is the best route of fix.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to look at the big picture of things, and you got to think like, okay, well, this is this and this. What is going on here? What's going on there? And find a spot where it all meets together and try to solve it.
Yeah.
The best route possible where everybody's happy.
Right.
Yeah. Which is never going to happen. But
It's, I mean, there's a possibility, but I think there's too much out there, and there's too many formulated opinions before we even get to the conversation table.
Yeah, no.
If we kept an open mind on things and like really just talked about them.
Yeah, and like,
and then we could come to an agreement. But there's a lot of there's a lot of things that certain individuals believe that others don't believe in, and that's what causes a divide, I think, more than.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, and I'm a musician, right? And the thing about musicians is that I've noticed a lot of them do not have the same beliefs that I do, and that's okay. The drummer I played with recently, I haven't talked to him in a while, and I need to call him because I haven't talked to him in a while, but like, me and him don't have the same views on politics. We don't have the same views on this world. We don't have the same views on our president. We don't have the same views on anything.
Yeah.
But we will be on the phone for 3.5 hours just talking to each other like normal human beings. Like, hey, man, how's it going? Whatever. And you want to get a beer? Yeah, let's go. Like,
excellent.
It's like, yeah, you can think what you want to think, and I'll think what I want to think. But at the end of the day, as long as you're a good person and I'm a good person, and we're treating not just ourselves but other people with dignity and respect, doesn't matter. Just being a good person, and you can have your beliefs,
Yeah.
but just treating each other with kindness and respect, and
Right.
you know, not hurting anyone.
Christ's love
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
yeah, and like,
Whatever you deem that to be. If you're a
Right.
believer, you know what that is.
yep,
It's almost unconditional,
yep,
right?
mm-hmm.
If you're a non-believer, you don't have to think this is what I would deem to be Christ's love, but you have somewhat of an idea
yeah,
of being what being a great person means,
mm-hmm.
and acting as such.
Yep. Yeah, no, like, and I mean, even like, I mean, some of the people I live around, you know, they're not Christians. They're highly against religion and
Yeah,
and God and everything like that.
yeah,
And that's okay. I still have conversations with them and still drink beers with them and talk to them and just, you know, we're all just living on this earth. Like,
Right.
yeah, here we are. What do you think about what's going on in the world, or what do you think this is, or whatever? And you know, getting their opinion on what things are, and like, you know, and I either agree or disagree, and they agree or disagree, and we're just like, yeah, well, I don't know. What is life? Well, what
But
like,
at the end of the day, they don't think negatively about you
Right.
for your opinion.
right,
Right.
exactly. Like, it's not like,
At the end of the day, whatever you believe, people don't look down on you for your belief.
right, exactly.
They say, okay, I understand where you're coming from and I respect your opinion. This is the way I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. And I understand where you're coming from.
Mhm.
And it could be two different perspectives. It's also based off of the environment that you were raised in, right? Or maybe it's the job that you do too as well. A lot of people formulate opinions on others based off the job
Yep.
that they work at. So
Yeah, I can't. We kind of said this last time. It's like, sometimes, you know, some people work in realms where they have understanding of things that you all don't.
right.
Some people out there do, right? Like, you know, they and
Yeah.
you can listen to what they're telling you on what they know and take it for what it is,
Yeah.
or continue down the other way and be like, no, that's
Yeah,
not.
probably being like a medical professional, like if you're like a nurse, you think about how many different walks of life a nurse sees.
Yeah, right? Yep.
Women, men,
Yep.
whoever, right?
Yep.
They see everyone, they treat everyone the exact same way. How do those people treat them? Probably all the same, right? Because they're there to help them. But we outside, if we see those same people, are like, oh, they're not great people,
Right.
right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you never know, man. You never know. It's interesting. Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, you come across
You know, one of the things I believe as a Christian is I don't believe that people are intentionally bad people
yeah.
to start, right?
Yep.
I think they lose their way.
Yep.
I think we all forget that.
Yep. That's
People in life that do wrong, they're lost.
they're lost. And it's not when you say that they're lost, it's not like it's a bad thing, because I've been lost in life,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like,
Think about alcoholism.
yep.
Think about alcoholism. Alcoholism reduces you to not being able to partake in family activities, family values, whatever it might be. You're succumbed to one thing, and that is your addiction,
Yep.
right? Your family remembers you for the person that you used to be.
Yeah.
And that person is still in there. But alcoholism has changed that person into basically
A shell of
a
themselves.
shell
yeah.
of what they used to be.
Same. Yeah. No,
And
you.
so like, this is something that's like, is that person a bad person? No.
Nope.
They just made a wrong decision in life and it cost them their life.
Yes. Yes. I mean, you see it also with like drug use and things like that, right? And I've seen it firsthand with people that, you know, I've seen them go from just my best friend in the whole wide world, just all of a sudden just gone,
Fading. Yeah.
faded, and it's terrible to see, and I've lost a few friends to drugs and things like that, but like when you get like the very few that make it out of it,
Yeah.
and you get to see them like coming back into this thing called life and like being here, actually, like reality is still back into them, and like they come back into themselves. It's great to see, because it's like, okay, like, so glad you're still here, because on the road you were going down, it hit a dead end.
Yeah.
So like, you know, and you don't have to have like an addiction to anything like substance or anything like that to be going down a bad road.
True.
And I think a lot of people only think I have to have, or people that have a drinking problem or a drug problem are like the bad people, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's not exactly true, right? Like if you're making
Right.
decisions that are going to harm you later in life,
Mm.
those are that's not great, because at the end of it, you didn't have alcohol and you didn't have drugs to blame.
Yeah. That one hits home for this family for a multitude of reasons. There's another one, a friend that I went to grade school with, that I went to his funeral. I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even, I think it might have even been pre-COVID. Cocaine.
Yep.
It just takes one
Yep.
decision
Yep.
of cocaine in order to get addicted and to never stop again.
Yep.
It is that.
I've seen it firsthand. Of it's never fun when somebody is doing those things, even if you have an understanding of why they do it. I mean, like I'm a musician, dude. I've been around some wild things, and down there in Nashville and living like a rock star and things like that.
man.
You're right. So like
Rock and roll,
dude.
drugs,
Yeah, all the fun things.
all the
things
all
in
the
life. Yeah,
extracurriculars.
we can't say that on our podcast. She won't let me.
We are a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, the ball and
Yeah.
chain over there. She won't let me go into my
Sorry,
crazy
whips
stories.
and chains excite me.
Yeah. Well, oh, okay. See.
Well,
See.
There's something. There's something there.
But like,
something. There's a line.
yeah,
There's a
line. There's a line. But like,
Hey, wait, is your brother running water?
Well,
Can you go check on him?
well,
I want to make sure that your brother is okay.
it's awfully quiet back there. I never know what he's doing back there.
They were in the bathroom running water, and I was listening to it for a minute, and then it stopped. And obviously, she came out. She would have said, "Ryan, there's water on the ground," or whatever it might be, and then we would have known. But it just appears like the only thing that he's done bad so far is they've taken all the pillows and brought them out here, and then in addition to that, he's changing into all of his sister's jammies,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
Great stuff, man.
Heck yeah, man. It looks good.
What does he have in his mouth?
floss. Well,
Ryan, take the floss out of your mouth, please. Ryan.
He's like, what's
He
going
doesn't-
on?
yeah, he
Everybody's
doesn't-
looking at me.
He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know.
After our long break there.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
We'll be all right. We'll wrap this up in the next few minutes here, so whatever. We're having a great conversation, so I really appreciate it.
were.
That was a good one. That was a good
Yeah.
one. I feel like we could do this for
Hours.
hours, like we were saying. Like
Yeah.
before we started this, we were like, we could probably roll for like 3 hours. Like, well, we can go as long as you want, dude.
If you talk to me, man, we will have topic after
I feel like
topic
we
after
haven't
topic.
even scratched the surface of like
Yeah.
how deep.
I think the message there though was like a good enough one that people could pick up from it, and if they do watch, that'll be
That's a good one.
really good for them.
Yeah, we've been we've had we've had it just like this, like
Yeah.
we have ones that are just like that skyrocket and go, and other ones that are just like we feel like, oh, those were great, and it just sit down at the bottom.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, we're not the only ones. Like we talk to people that like musicians and stuff like that have YouTube
Mm-hmm.
videos, and they're like, yeah, man, they just tend to go here and then they stop, and then they it's like, yeah, that's just how it goes. Algorithms and stuff, you know.
Oh, if you're talking
We'll just keep
musicians,
posting.
I mean, there's probably some really on the
We don't have that
on the
on-
cusp, edgy stuff.
We don't have that on camera because the things that they say. So
I'm sure. Well, I mean, like I was saying before, you know, rock and roll is there's a lot of crazy stuff there. There's a show that I used to watch that had the dad was like a rock star, but he was a terrible father, and him and the mother were divorced.
Nashville.
Might have been that,
Yeah.
but like he was like sleeping around and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They were showing like all the groupie, you know,
Yeah.
business and everything.
Yeah,
It's like, man, this feels real.
it's a very
Riveting TV.
it's a very different lifestyle. Than,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But you're constantly on the go. If you are not married and you're single, like, you know,
yeah,
that's
you got to be able to walk a line.
definitely,
You got to be able to walk a
definitely
line.
got to be able to walk a line.
Because if you don't, you're going to end up walking the line until there's no more line left. and
Right,
then,
right.
right. So
Well, that's where like all the drugs and stuff we talked
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Like that's where it's probably very prevalent.
yeah, which is probably a good thing that I didn't get higher in music. I mean,
Yeah.
like my career as an engineer went the other way.
Yeah,
Like especially like if I became like a big rich rock star now, I'd be like, oh, finally it happened now. Because if
Yeah.
I'd done it in my 20s,
yeah. You ever seen the show One Tree Hill?
I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay.
I have.
I already know what you're going to say here.
There's I think it's season 6 maybe, where Peyton is faced with the opportunity to
Oh, nice.
become a band manager for a big time rock company.
Mm-hmm.
All she has to do is do a line.
Mm-hmm.
You can have fame, you can have fortune, you can have everything that you want. You just got to do that line.
Yep.
And that's where she made the decision not to do the line. She went out. She became her own band manager, formed her own company, and that's a great success story. You don't need to succumb to the pressures of temptation in order to succeed in life.
And in the music world, you don't have to sell your soul.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
sell
you
your
don't
soul.
you don't have to sell your soul. And it's typically what a lot of musicians end up doing anyways. And that's when you see musicians looking like they're like, why am I doing this? Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of musicians that talk about that, about, you know, the music industry and things like that. Like it's all just a business. And
But
yeah,
I mean, let's face it, there's evil.
there's evil
If
everywhere.
you make it big in music, you definitely went down the wrong path.
There
Depends on
Yeah.
the caveat there, it depends on the area of music.
Yeah, like
Like
one of my favorite people that you can reference there is Aaron Lewis from Stained,
yeah.
because he talks about how Stained was, and you know he's had his issues and things like that. And then his country music isn't even played, and I think it's fantastic country music. Like it has,
Yeah.
you know, it has good meaning behind it and stuff like that. And there's a lot of other people that are in that realm of country that are just genuinely good humans that make good music, and they don't go down the fame and fortune route,
Yeah.
and they still have a big following and things like that, right? So, you know, it just depends on how you get there. So, yeah. Or like if you have a big podcast and people think certain ways of you, but you know, whatever. But all right, well, she has a unicorn. I think we're gonna let you do your dad stuff.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, good conversation.
This was
man.
awesome.
Yeah, I
Should
appreciate
definitely
it.
do it again.
We will. We have to do this.
More
again.
of like an open forum where
Yeah, we have to.
we're not having to look over our shoulder.
Yeah,
at
I look
what's
back.
going
I look
on.
back, and I'm like, what happened over there? I didn't see it the whole time. It was
Both
like,
bedrooms on the living room floor.
awesome.
So-
Awesome. Well, with that, man, go for it.
Oh,
I'm ending it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, here you go. What do you got?
At Game on J Money on Twitter.
Yes, do that,
run
man.
The,
You do.
Run the spaces.
Yeah, you do a good job on there. I forgot to say that. You do a great job.
Very open, and try to let people have opinions, have many different opinions on the team, and I think that's a good thing because if everybody's just saying one thing over and over again, you're not getting anywhere.
Nope.
Whereas if you have a diverse group of opinions, it opens up the box for people.
Yes.
It starts to open up new conversations, new avenues. So
Yeah, very good.
I love to do it that way, and then again, the sense of community is incredible.
Yes, it is.
So
It is.
it's been a lot of fun.
Good, man. Good. Well, hey, go check out Game On. Go check out the spaces, and check out Natty Talks. I guess
Yeah.
this is.
Check out Natty Talks.
And on that, just remember it is Cincinnati against the world, and we're at the helm.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.